we're ready to close. But I want to really push home disturbance and obvious. Say that, disturbance.
Disturbance.
And obvious.
And obvious.
We're going to look at Mark, the 4th chapter. We're going to start with verse 36. And I want us to take our time, and I want everybody to read because you're looking at this, okay? So I want everybody to just kind of read it together. With verse 36. Now we know the story. Who knows the story? Okay, you don't know the story. This is when Jesus and his disciples was on the boat, and he was crossing from one side to the other. Jesus was tired. Y'all with me?
Yes.
Okay, stay with me because it's almost done. It's almost over. Okay. Everybody read verse 36. And
when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship. And there were also with him other little ships.
And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full.
And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose, and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm.
yeah. Bring it home, Graham. Can I grammarize on this ship? Okay, so they was on this ship. I'm bringing home the obvious and disturbance. They're on this ship, and a storm rose. A disturbance. And they went down there and woke Jesus up. And they asked him, do you care if we perish? Jesus got up and said unto the sea, Peace be still. Right? Now, let me grammarize it. They was in the storm. And one of the disciples said, man, this storm is rough. The other one said, you know what? I don't think we're going to make it. Another one said, hey, Jesus is on the boat. The other one said, yeah, but he's asleep. The other one said, well, if he's asleep, then he don't know what's going on. So they went to wake him up.
All right.
This is what I need you to see. The disturbance didn't wake Jesus up. They woke Jesus up. Jesus was asleep. Right?
Right.
But they allowed their disturbance to go disturb Jesus.
Wow.
So when he got up, if you let me grammarize it, go to, what's the next verse?
40.
Was it 40? Okay. Okay. Now, I know y'all looking at that. Before we get to 40, you with me? Before we get to 40, they woke Jesus up. Grammarizing it. He gets up and he says, peace be still. And then he turns around and looks at them and he said, really?
Wow. You woke me
Can
up
I
for
play
this.
it out? Watch this. Really?
For real. You woke me up for this.
Wait a minute. For real? You woke me up over this? Is he speaking to anybody in here?
Yeah.
Because we all been in that phase where we felt like we ain't gonna make it.
Yep.
You call on the Lord at 3 o'clock in the morning if you have to.
Definitely 3.
Because the disturbance, you feel like you getting ready to die. You feel like you ain't getting ready to make it. But what you don't understand, the Lord looks at you and say, really? You woke me up over this? Because it seemed like life and death to you. It was crucial to you, but to the Lord was saying, really, Bianca? I mean, I'm on the ship with you, really? I'm asleep and you're going to wake me up over this disturbance? Really? And most of us will say, are you kidding? Are you serious? You follow me? So the disturbance didn't wake him up. What they failed to realize is that the disturbance wasn't for Christ. The disturbance was for them. And they wanted to shift. The disturbance was for them to give it to Christ. The disturbance you're going through is not for Christ. The disturbance is for you. I'm just trying to get you to look at this disturbance different so you won't be calling up on the Lord over your little disturbance. One time I was listening to Wanda Sykes, the comedian. She said they had two babies. One was a boy, one was a girl. The boy always calm. He only cries when he's wet or he's hungry. But the girl, she said, Lord have mercy, cries over everything. So she was watching the baby girl. And finally the girl would not stop crying. And she walked up to the baby and she says, let me ask you a question. You can't handle baby?
What? Wait. You can't handle him.
You can't handle being a baby?
Wow. Okay. Well.
When Jesus got up and came out there, he said, you can't handle this? I have empowered you with power, and now you tell me this little disturbance got you so disturbed that you calling my name?
Use what you got.
And then finally he turns around and says to them, I'm through grammarizing. Finally he turns around and he says what?
Why are you so fearful? How is it that ye have no faith?
Why are you so fearful over this disturbance? Why are you allowing this disturbance to rock your world? Really? Really, Frida? Really? Really, Carol? Really, Bernice? Really? We don't have to go and call on Jesus for every little disturbance that we go through. Amen. Because the disturbance is for you. There's some good things